Today I'm going to show you guys how to do your own nails. The first thing you need is your LED light. Mine is a 45-second LED light. You need your pH bond, which is going to neutralize your nail. You have your base coat, top coat, and then whatever colors you're going to use. A tool to get the gel off your nails so that way it doesn't lift or burn you in the light, and then just a regular nail file. I've already prepped the nails here with the nail clippers and with the file, so all we need to do is the steps to get the nails done. So the first thing I'm going to start with is your pH bond. What this is going to do is going to level out the pH on the nail bed, creating a neutralized base for the base coat so that way it can stick, so that way you don't have any lifting. So I do that a couple of times. It doesn't matter how neat you are with this one because it just dries up the nail bed anyway. Okay, let that dry. It dries automatically. The next step is your base coat. So I'm going to apply one layer of base coat to the nail. And the way I do it is I do a very thin layer, go all the way up to the cuticle, but not on the cuticle, if that makes sense. You don't want to overlap to the cuticle because then you'll have lifting and you will also burn the nail when it's going to be cured in the light. Normally I start with the pinky, but I had a lot of polish on that one, so I just started with a bigger nail. So then here I go, I'm gonna do the next layer of base coat here. And you wanna make sure you get all the way to the sides, but not on the sides. Really thin layer. If you can see right there, it's just a tiny little bit. You don't want to put too much, but you want to have enough on there to cover the bed as well. Again, up to the cuticle, but not on the cuticle. It's really important. This is the first, well, it's technically the second step, but it's the first step of layers that's going to set the tone for the whatever polish you're doing or whatever manicure you're doing. So there we go. Okay, so that's done. I just do the floor for now, and then I do the thumbs together. We let that cure for 45 seconds. I have an automatic light that takes 45 seconds and it'll stop, but usually on the base or foundational coat I will run it 2 times, which really solidifies that and hardens the base coat. And then also this kit right here, when I first got this kit, I believe you can get it like online. You can go Amazon. I think I got mine at Sally's originally, but I got this kit for, I believe it was like a little over $100. I got the kit, I got the cord to plug it in, I got a pH bond, I got a cuticle oil, I got, that's my second time going on the light, a top coat, a base coat, which was a foundation, and I got 2 colors. I got, I believe it was red and pink, I can't remember. And then I got this little handy dandy tool to, this is in case you do go over on the cuticle, you can just gently like scrape that to get it off of the nail bed, like that if I were to go over. And then I also have this paper towel here. It's like a special paper towel that's lint free, so that way you can not have the lint stick to your gel. But I think I spent like, again, like a little over $100 for the whole kit, and you also get a DVD and you get like some alcohol and some cleaners and stuff like that with them. So it's a pretty nice kit if you want to have like a salon look by yourself without, because right now we can't really go to nail salons to get our hair done or nails done or anything like that. So figured I'd do this little video so you guys can do it yourself. So you're gonna do 2 layers. I'm gonna start with 1 layer of the color. I'll start with the pinky like I normally do. And you wanna go really thin. Thinner the better, because it's gonna cure all the way through, and you can always do more layers. But if it's too thick, it's gonna get gummy and it's not gonna cure all the way. And then it'll lift and fall off anyway. So up to the nail bed, but not on the nail bed. The cuticle, sorry. This is a really pretty color, I like it. So do a little bit more color there. I'm doing this with my left hand. I'm normally right-handed, but I'm doing this with my left hand because of the angle I have to be at to make the video. So it's not gonna be perfect, but it'll be pretty good. I usually do my right hand with my left hand anyways. Okay, almost done. Up to the cuticle, not on the cuticle or on the skin, but if you do get it on the skin, that's why we have that tool, so you can scrape it off gently. The nice thing about gel is that after it's done, you can go and you don't have to worry about touching anything or anything like that, because they're already dry and hard and ready to go. Okay. Okay, that's done. I let the gel sit just for a second so that way it can like shape to the nail. Okay, then we'll cure that. Usually I just cure that for 1 time. Doesn't need twice because it's super thin and it's not the foundation base coat, so you don't really need 2 times. Okay, do the second layer. I'm also going to post another video of how to cut your own hair, just like a basic trim. So keep an eye out for that video as well. And then I was going to do how-to video on some boys cuts too. So keep an eye out for those videos. They should be out within the next week or so. I'm waiting for my kids' hair to grow because I already cut it before I thought about making the video, so I will make those videos as soon as they get a little bit longer. And I'm also a licensed cosmetologist, so I did go to school for this. I didn't just pick it up out of nowhere. I did actually go to school, and I am official And part of the reason why I went is so that way I wouldn't have to pay in a salon. I could just do it myself. So it's part of the, I guess, benefits of going to school and learning how to do it properly. All right, so that's our second coat. Again, I leave it there for a second so that way the gel can mold to the nail. All right, and I'll let it cure. One of the benefits of using gel nail polish versus regular nail polish is that it will stay, it doesn't chip. It's also not as damaging to the nail as like acrylic or something like that. It does allow your nail to breathe a little bit versus acrylic where it doesn't allow your nail bed to breathe, which is why when you pull off your acrylics, why your nails are so dehydrated and damaged. So the gel is a strengthener, so it also makes your nails a little bit stronger. But the thing that I love the most about it is that they last longer and they don't chip most of the time. Every now and again, if your hands are like in a lot of water or if your hands are very moist all the time, then there's a chance that they won't last as long. But typically about, I would say anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks is when is about how long they last. And then I just want to do some little fun stuff here, so I'm just doing a layer of glitter because my friend here wanted something pretty. So do you want just the glitter on one nail or you want it on all of them?
One?
Yeah, one's good. Like an accent nail. So 9 times out of 10 when I try to, I got a little bit of glitter here, so I'm just going to show you how you kind of scrape that just a little bit. And you can use the paper towel, the special paper towel to wipe it off on. If I'm going to cure something, I try not to just cure one nail. I try to get all of them to cure at the same time. So I only put one layer of the sparklies on this one, but at the same time when I go to cure this one, I'm going to do one layer of top coat on the other 3. So you can like kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Sometimes you might notice like a little fur, like a little piece of lint or fuzz in your top coat or your any of your brushes really, if you use like any type of cotton or some type of paper that has lint in it. So you would just pull that out, and then because the gel isn't solid until it's cured. So all right, first layer of top coat is going right now. I let that cure one time, and then I always do two layers of top coat. So we'll do this and then we'll do it one more time and then we'll be done. When I clean the nail bed afterwards, you're always left with like a little layer of sticky. And what you do is after your second layer of top coat, you use a little bit of alcohol. That's what I have, which is kind of hard to come by right now. So if you don't have alcohol, you can also use acetone if you have acetone, or any nail polish remover will work as well. And all it does is you just put a little bit of that on a cotton, or I use a little bit of, I use fabric because it's like lint free and it does the same job. So, and I just don't like to waste fabric, so it goes to a good use. Okay, one more layer, my second layer. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you just don't want to get it on the skin because then you'll have the issue with lifting. The difference with doing it at home and doing it in a salon is that we don't have drills, obviously. Like, you know, we don't have drills and we can't make it super, super perfect and drill your nail bed and make it perfect around the edges, but it does allow you a little more independence and freedom to do your nails your own, and you don't have to rely on somebody else. And then when they do come off, there is sometimes that they can come off a little bit easier in water if you need to remove them, or you can soak them in acetone if you need to, absolutely. Now these ones had 2 coats of top coat, and then this third one had one coat of top coat, but it also has a top coat with the glitter in it. So I think it'll be fine. You don't want them to be too thick, because the thicker that your nail is, the more likely of it to lift or try and come off. So I'll leave that one. It'll be fine because it's got, this glitter has a little bit of clear in it. So it'll be fine. And then for the final, after the second top coat, I will, after the first curing, I'll cure it one more time and then we'll be done. One more cure. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of alcohol here on my fabric and get ready for when the curing's done. And then in the kit, they give you a little bit of cuticle oil. So once you're done cleaning, you can always apply a little bit of cuticle oil right at the base of your cuticles, and that will nourish your nails as well. So I'm just gonna clean it off a little bit because it is a little tacky. Clean it off with the alcohol. And then they always stay shiny because it's gel. Where's my cuticle oil? I have a little cuticle oil. So what you would do with the cuticle oil is just put a little bit right there on the cuticle to give it some moisture and some nourishment. And then voila. Nails like in the salon. All by yourself. Thank you for watching my channel, and like I said, keep an eye out for those how-to videos on how to cut your own hair. Thank you.